Fellow traders, 'tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Tuesday, July the 28th, the year's 2026. Let's talk trading. Inversion. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, when you're trading, have your risk management in place so you don't lose more than you're willing to lose while you are trading. Inversion. It's something that Charlie Munger was talking about. And basically is, a lot of times when we're trading and we're learning, we try to find out, what's the best thing to do? How do I do this? How do I learn this? What do I need to do? And it's all looking in one direction. But the flip side of that, or the other side of the coin, is what shouldn't you do? And that's the inversion part. So, and a lot of times, I saw this video yesterday, and they were talking about how criminals learn fast. First they look for the essence of what they need. It's like, hey, does this house look like it's got something I would want? And is there an easy way to get in? And then you have to look at, well, what could trip me up? What could get me caught? So you have to invert and make sure you cover all the bases that way. And so it's something to keep in mind when you're trading. So let's go ahead, let's look at some charts here and see what's going on with the pound. Right now we're at 132.99, 25 pips below the weekly open, 65 off the high, 26 off the low. And if you notice, we still have one pair, the Canadian yen, that has not filled that weekly open gap. Let's see. We got inside the opening range for the month and we broke out. Actually, we started in that range and we broke out. And for the year, we're still 158 pips below that yearly open. We had an inside bar yesterday. Notice we've gotten in there a couple times in that range, and we've pushed back down. Only 32 pips of range today. Once again, no pairs of over 100 pips of range. I see the yen's creeping near 164. I'm looking to short around there again. Not enough range for rat trading. Really isn't. We crisscrossed that daily open here a couple hours ago. You see we shot up. Bambino Flex had to look for shorts. Pivot trading plan said near the pivot's a short. We haven't even been near the pivot. So we're going to have a missed pivot so far. So now we've got 4 missed pivots this month. You see we've been in and out of that lower wick zone. And once again, you can see we're really stuck in a range here. Simple price action chart here. You can see there's the future pivot point if price were to stop right now. See, we had a flip-flop box there, flip-flop box there, an outside bar. Flip over to M30. You see we've got a nice return bar here. We've covered that M30. Once again, that looks like a return bar. There was a return bar there. You can see we hit that, came across. See if we can break that low here. Should come down to about the 90. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Looks like we're bouncing off of that lower sell line there. You can see you've been stuck in that range once again. And we're crossing it. For me, that would have been a sell signal right there. That signal, you've got a bunch of down. So we're contracting on H4. Overall sell. The daily bias, bearish. Last break was a low. And there was a break here. A break here. And I need to update the morning routine. I think I need to put something on my checklist to do this before I make the video. And you can see here, it's called a resistance floor. And when I ran this, we were right here at the 78. So price came up, hit the daily high trigger, got near that resistance floor. And if we look at some simple price action here, turn the sweet spots on. So we've broken out of the 95 double low. So we're here. Let's see if we can come down to the 90. Notice we're breaking that previous M30 low. Let's see. We've got some imbalances to fill here. And I think there was a big one on M15. Yeah, right here. Coming down to that 90. See if it can fill it. And for those of you just tuning in, you have an imbalance when you take three candles. You take the high, and then you take the low here, and the area in between's an imbalance. That usually gets filled. It's from the market structure, guys. And it looks like we're bouncing off of that 93, which I think 93.9 was the a monthly pivot point, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, we're right there at that monthly pivot. And we still missed that weekly, missed the daily, a lot of missed pivots. And you can see here we did get that breakthrough. And so usually you get the 00, 95, back to the 00, back to 95, and then down to the 90. And you can see here that once again, not much range. 8 pips between 8 and 15 on the M30s. Good enough to make a few pips. So we're down to 92. Let's see if we can get to the 90. So, back to inversion. The thing is, if you can find out, it's like, what's the main thing that you should not do, the main thing to avoid, that could really make a big difference when you're trading. So if you analyze your own trades, if you see that there's something that you do that you shouldn't be doing, then you just basically need to stop doing it and make it so it's difficult to do. Because there's so many different methods out here that it's so easy to, if you hit a rough patch in your trading, it's so easy to switch methods. It really is, but that might not be where the problem lies. Because in trading, basically statistics, if you've got an edge, that edge is going to play out over, hundreds or thousands of trades, not, the handful of trades or the dozen trades you might take in a day. And it's tough to keep that in mind when you're in the middle of a trade and you get tunnel vision. It's kind of like playing chess. I probably haven't used this analogy. A lot of times when you're playing chess, you might be focusing on about 4 or 16 squares instead of the whole board. And then the next thing you know, here comes a bishop that you didn't take into consideration, and it just takes your piece, comes down that diagonal. So it's just something to be aware of. So sometimes you have to zoom out. It's like I made a slight mistake today. I didn't look at the 1-hour chart. And I did not see that return bar. And I got caught. I was short. When had I looked at that, I probably wouldn't have taken any short trades there. I probably would have waited for that return bar to trade to have played out. If anything, I would have shot for that and then reversed. So, fellow traders, I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.